High school players at the top of their game, the passion, the dedication, the hard work can now bring more than just wins and championships. They can now make money off their name, image, and likeness.
And that change could also be in the future for North Carolina private school students. Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes back with us again. I already see you over there smiling. I mean, who doesn't want to be a part of this deal when you've got successful athletes?
Well, the quick question is obviously North Carolina lawmakers, because remember last year, North Carolina high school athletic associations came out with the same thing. They passed it, they approved it, lawmakers went and shot it down. Independent schools, private schools aren't a part of that, so they said we can work on our own thing. And it makes sense. I'm a former athlete. I would have loved it had an extra $20, let alone $20 million like some of these individual students are getting. And so we see it in college. We see these NIL deals where students are jumping ship to other schools. But on the high school level, to imagine making $600,000, $500,000 and being in high school, but it's different now. Sports don't look the same as they did when we were in high school. These folks are darn near professionals, and so they should be paid like professionals, and people are making money off of their name, image, and likeness, even on a high school level. Some of these stadiums in Texas, for instance, football stadiums are 50,000 people in there. Some of these basketball arenas are 20,000 people. There's a lot of money being made off the backs of these athletes, even on the youngest level. AAU basketball, hands down, is something where dollars are flowing and have been flowing for years. It's about time that it'll start flowing to the students.
The evolution of sports, it's changed a lot even just in the last decade. How do you ensure that the framework of these deals are equitable for all of the students in both male and female sports, girls and boys sports?
Well, equity will be something, because it's an open market, it will be what value can you bring to the company. And so if you can bring a company more value because your likeness is something that's more promotable, maybe you got 1 million followers and someone else has 30,000 followers, then obviously they're going to pay for who has the most following, because more eyes on their product means more potential people will purchase their product. But I think that open market mentality keeps it equitable. If you can create on the field or on the court, and also create in the marketplace, you'll have unlimited opportunities, but also you'll have some safeguards. You'll make sure that your parents are educated on the process, and they've laid out that for the students. Like, you have to go annually to review and look at the rules for NIL. So as this grows, as this continues to create this new world of name, image, and likeness, I believe that the rules will benefit the students, but we do want to make sure we have those safeguards, because you're putting a lot of dollars in the hands of folks that may not have had access to that amount of money in that amount of time.
Do you see these rules being something that are kind of a pulse check, since this all is still pretty new?
I mean, I want rules. You want some type of, procedure, some type of regulation, some type of background. But as we go, I think they'll still have to add more. And if you think about it, I can think about LeBron James as probably the closest, most recent situation. When he was in high school, he signed that $80 million deal. But right before that, he had got $1 million deal and he bought a Hummer. And everybody was like, hey, what's going on? Why is he buying this, $200,000 vehicle at the time? And he's like, well, I got the money. I have the resources. But he just came out of living in the projects. And so some of the resources, some of the regulations that you talk about is ensuring that they go to financial literacy and financial awareness to understand what you're walking into. Because, yeah, you may have hit a gold mine, but you don't want this to be the end of the road. But it's definitely well past time that you start paying these athletes and still keeping their amateur status, if we can even say that they're still amateurs when they're getting paid more than some folks are making.